All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. What they do is when they break into the apartment, they cash spells, and then Satan pays them back because they physically broke in. Now they broke in. They jammed all the cameras. And then what they do is they have face people, and then you take the face people and they bring them front and center. So what they're trying to do is to get the person to blame the face people for breaking in when it's obviously someone else. Well, because if you blame the face people, then you're wrong because it's not them, right? Actually, I guess Overland Park PD was part of the face people this time. Maybe even more, like $100 an hour. Move? Okay, I'm moving my leases up. Obviously, you're not going to honor anything, so stop speaking about it. You didn't honor it. You broke in my apartment. I knew you did. Break my and I talk about it, then you say I'm talking about it, right? So you broke in my. So again, no, I didn't break in the apartment. You didn't say anything. Same bullshit. Stupid idiot. He's a stupid idiot. It's not my fault. It's God, right? It makes no sense. He's babbling like when he was in the heat of the pressure, right? Like when he was going, when he was going to court and all that. Well, it's a mess. He's not going to get anywhere. They're all going to be back in power soon. Yeah, at the most, it's 3 years, 3.5 years. But midterms are going to be a big one. Right. So again, and there's other things like I'm not picking up on. Like I turned off my dehumidifier and didn't turn it back on. So when I'm sleeping, I don't sleep good. It's like 50 something percent humidity in there. It has to be about 40 something. Something wrong with this place. The sick apartment. I'm gonna break through the curse. They got a curse that when they break in and I can't clean the apartment, they curse it. But I think today I'll be able to break through it. Yeah, sick man. Bunch of devils. Kansas is a bunch of devils. But we go to church. The churches are witches' covens. They meet up with other people to curse down. Right? Gossip about this, gossip about that. The world's cursed. Nah, it's not even close to Jesus. None of the churches are really close to Jesus at all. Oh, and you're close to Jesus? Like, what'd you do in my life? My life, man. And not just today, not just 2 years. Oh, well, Kansas has only been in it 2 years. It's a worldwide witches coven. That's who they are. They're devils, demons, antichrist, witches, and sorcerers. They meet up in church and they use the Bible like a spell book. Whatever the worst sinner in the Bible is, that's what they curse people to. That's what churches do. That's what the world is, man. But God's destroyed it. I agree there. Yeah. They spent a lot of time this morning waking up, drinking their coffee, and cursing me. That's what they do, man. They ain't got nothing better to do. They're just devils, man. They never took care of anybody or anything. That there be no crime, but for them, go around cursing people to crime. That's what they do. Drive around cursing people to crime. Well, I destroy their lives physically and pay funds that a first year investigator could audit and say that they're that corrupt. We got some mallard ducks over here. That's interesting. Canadian geese, I guess, flew off. I'm not sure, but they're not around for sure. No, we got. I guess we got the ducks because way. All right, the geese were keeping their territory. A family. Thanks, Larry. You're just a making opportunity for me to speak about it. That's a test. Oh, I'm not going to attack my neighbor. That's what you want. See, that's how it works. Like you don't do what they're trying to force you to do. And I mean, really, they try to get me to attack people for, at least 25 years. At least 25 years. Right? And you don't do it, then they say, "Oh, but you're going to do it because you're dangerous." So it doesn't matter. Right? That is weird. Person's paper plate is flapping in the wind. I think there's another one underneath. Who knows what that is? Oh, so he's already. Actually, there's somebody over there. Oh, the president's an idiot, man. I mean, it's like a MAGA rally from the White House. I mean, there's only so many MAGA people. And it's not enough to win, right? My wife. Yeah, I get my VPN on. Hacking. CIA's got nothing better to do than hack me. Right. So they're manipulating large Marge. You see. So large Marge is now saying you got to go further right. Right. Now it doesn't make sense. So what's happening also is he's picking fights with everyone at the same time, as just eating his power up. Right. So now large Marge is telling him to do something else unpopular. Now, as far as Iran, there's no reason that we're challenging Iran. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Right. Again, maybe there's some deal he's making. He's cooking up somewhere. But we don't have the money or power to challenge Iran. Correct. Very. You can't build power with what he's doing. Everything he's doing is eating power. Well, the things here's how it works. The things Biden was responsible for, the things Biden was responsible for, he's now responsible for. The era of just cruising through and just letting things happen is over. No, he's being cursed for things that are happening in the world. There's a blanket curse on the presidents for things happening in the nation that they don't take care of. There's no doubt. Right? So waking people up to that is a double-edged sword. I'll try to project into me. Put them down even further. Project into me, you'll go down even further, whoever you are. Again, don't try to say I'm attacking Trump because I don't know if it's Trump, but if it's Trump, he can get in trouble for it. There's no doubt. Just the way the world works. Right. Well, what do you think's happening? He's losing his power. They all know it. That's why people are coming out of the woodwork to talk shit about him. I was there since the first day telling you how to handle all this so that wouldn't happen. Thanks, sir. Nah, I suspect I'm getting, leave Kansas. Obviously, it's making me sick at this point. What it is, I can't tell you for sure, but looks like it's pollen and shit like that. Now, what does it, I can't tell you because I was fine, perfect last year, but I was, it was fine. Right. Just started last fall. Right. Before that, I was fine. I'm sorry. Yeah, I take like a little bit of Allegra and something else, and I'm fine. I was fine. Like one Allegra and a couple snoots of the thing, and I was fine. Now I have a steroid treatment, so that might actually help put this stuff into the background. Yeah, it's definitely harder to walk without coffee. I'm trying to go back to a more bland diet. Yeah, there's no doubt that's what they do. Again, I can't tell you, where it is and when it is. Again, Satan will be able to make additional people appear to be part of it, which is an investigative thing too. You have to realize that Satan puts people into the thing to mix it up and confuse it and provide cover for the criminals, whether it be law enforcement, church, or Hare Krishna, or government, or whatever it is. Right now, they get paid back if they break in my apartment. Satan gives them additional spiritual power. There's no doubt. No, there was Satan. There's no doubt, man. But we go to church, and we warned all the churches about you. It's just orchestrating their little fake world, day in and day out. That's all they do. I mean, criminals. I mean, they kill people. I'm sure they kill people. If they break in like that, they kill people physically. I'm sure of it. Coroner falls right in line. Oh, it's okay. This is not what it appears. The person actually fell on the knife, but it's in his back. Well, he fell backwards. It's like the Jonathan Luna FBI report. You want to project you're not going to win this one. What do you mean I'm not going to win this one? There's nothing on with you. You don't let people up. You've never let anyone up. You're all liars. You're psychotic murderers, and you just do it. You're serial killers, all of you. You're a group of serial killers. Pick somebody to kill, and you play the game all day around them for 30, 40 years. You're sickos, man. You're all bound for hell. No way out. Tried to convince you this morning that I want to talk about this subject. Yeah, Satan stances up, that's for sure. Because I'm going to my apartment. My neighbor's like driving up, so it looks like maybe I'm doing it because she's going to come out of her vehicle or something. That's how they do it. They time shit like that. But Satan does it too. Larry. Yeah, I think that might be part of the problem. Is that I left it too humid in here again. I meant to turn on my dehumidifier and thought it was on, but I returned it off. It's not on. Again, that's their spill. It's in here now because they broke in and cursed the place. Thanks, Larry. They know the rigmarole, man. The I curse. They know. Oh, because I told them bullshit. What? I woke up on the wrong side of bed. You attack, man. You're attacking all morning, all night. Right. You put me on some stupid watch, and people curse me all day. That's what the watch list is. A bunch of people that curse people. They're sick. I'm an SOB. That's like actually a curse from them. Everybody calls me an SOB, then I'm the SOB, right? There's no truth on the planet. No, zero, zips, nada. But it's not biblical to say. There's no good, no not one. Same pattern of events, isn't it? Same pattern of speech. They who they say Jesus is BS. Why do you judge another man's servant? I mean, the churches don't even want to talk about that because that's what they do all day. You judge God's servants and God's creation. I mean, I don't know. There's no truth on the planet. It's completely gone. Churches use the Bible like a spell book to curse people to be a sinner. Whatever the worst sinner is, they look for that. Oh, I should put that spell on him. But they do it through gossip. They communicate it to one another through gossip. Gossip is murder. You don't need to bother me. They know the deal. They just go away. I think it's something else. But they're winning because now I'm talking about them. I mean, what are you insane, all of you? Rick? Yeah, I believe somebody's manipulating Large Marge. Try to force because the reaction should be that the president goes more mainstream, right? But somebody's pushing the button so he goes more extreme, right? Now, last time they broke in the apartment, things are degrading, so I know they did it. And I've been trying to break through that thing to clean the apartment. I think I'm gonna get it today. Now, of course, I hired some people for $100 a pop clean the apartment, so now they're obsessed over that. They'll burn his money by willing, that's the only way that it gets cleaned, right? Again, if I had my life, none of this would have mattered. I'd have a house, I'd have people come in and clean it, I'd have all my money. Well, okay, if you think it's funny the way I'm wearing my phone, that's fine. This is a healthy way for me to wear my phone. It doesn't press on my neck, doesn't press on my back. Right? So keep projecting the peer pressure. Weirdos. No, weirdos took over the world. That's what happened. Absolute, complete, and utter weirdos took over the world. Now I'm up in my apartment. I can tell it's just way too humid. Right? Go in there, it feels like warm, and for some reason around here it needs to be like at least down in the 40% humidity or so. No, it's how it works, man. They go in the apartment, they curse it, and everything falls apart. Been doing that probably for 30 years. Right. And who knows what else they do. Of course, they got to do something else. Oh, I'm going to move. I'm going to move before my lease is up. Yeah, right. I'm going to just go get a $5,000 loan for you. Every time you think about it, every time it has to happen, everything is cursed. Whoa, that's it. We'll just curse everything. I don't care. I really don't care. You want to break in my apartment? Everything's cursed. Oh, I'm the reason Trump's failing. The economy's failing. It's all me. Right? If you go back, you'll always see that God starts it, right? Without me saying anything. But because you didn't learn from what's happening, now God will have me physically manipulate it. The next level. You want up, I go up. You want down, I go down. Stop them. Take my life back up. Otherwise, everything will be cursed. It's cursed anyway by God. I mean, it's obvious. Well, then you shouldn't say anything because we'll get another $50,000 if you don't say anything. That's really what it is, man. A bunch of money grubbing pieces of shit. No, Trump will probably end up being prosecuted, but he's going to be too old to go to jail. But there's people around him. There's his family. There's going to be cases. I don't know what you all think you're doing. John Jr.'s young. Eric's young. There could be cases, man. 100% Larry. Yeah. I'm just telling you, there's a way to do it and a way not to do it, and you're doing it the way you're not supposed to do it. There's going to be cases. This is the time to let everybody up and form the government so that it's well for everyone. Because come 2 years, it's going to flip. Right? Come 4 years, it'll be absolutely flipped. Right? Making sure. Correct there. I mean, I don't see the president waking up in that time period. I really don't. But I mean, the whole Alcatraz thing is insane. First, Alcatraz is a tourist location. It's not available and well for prison structure. Right? That's the first thing. You could have. What I would have did is I would have called BOP. They would explain that to you, right? And then you could ask them for the alternatives. Right? And what you probably could have come up with if you wanted to use the term Alcatraz is that you're building Alcatraz 2, right? Wherever it is they say they want to build. Thank you. Thanks, Larry. Take them out of my life. Give me a good life, and then I'll think about other things. That's just the way it works. Jesus did the same thing. People in the scriptures do the same thing. So don't tell me that you're all churchy and this is against church or against synagogue. Right? You're devils, demons, antichrists, witches, and sorcerers. You took over government and everything else, and you're torturing me. You've been torturing me for 30-something years at a minimum. Right? And you're going to tell me I'm not biblical? I mean, in biblical times, again, you would want this. They took a sword and cut somebody's head off for it. Right? But you made laws in this world where absolute nobodies that are devils are impervious to that kind of thing. But God said, let's see how impervious they are. So again, this is a warning from God. I'm a prophet. Everybody knows I'm a prophet. I'm not going to tell you you're beautiful and wonderful like you're lying prophets and you're lying preachers, right? Just because you let them be. Mm. No, nobody in the church is in danger. Just like nobody was in the church was in danger 20 years ago when you said it. Right. Agreed. No, no. People in the church we're safe because we saved them. See, it's not that he doesn't act violently; it's that we saved them. See, that's where they go. So this is why God's destroying the planet because there's nothing real anymore. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. People in $1 million homes in Overland Park and Olathe are dealing drugs. Some are illegal immigrants. Well, they're not illegal. I guess they paid, right? Paid not to be an illegal immigrant. So you see, my phone didn't get messed up. I had to update it. There's probably a security breach in the app. They're exploiting it because my stuff didn't update. I do automatic updates, but for some reason it clicks off, so I gotta check to see that. Good thing I didn't drink coffee this morning, you know. Yeah, I stay with coffee in the morning, with those watch lists and all that digital stuff. And you look out in the United States and figure out who they're going to curse today. That's what they do, man. And then they have criminals to investigate because they cursed them to crime. They're devils, man. They're devils. You're not this person. That doesn't mean anything. They love to project that. You are this person. You are part of that system. You have no intention of changing. You have no intention of helping anyone. You're part of that system, all of you. Instead of investigating criminals, I go out to a club like once every few months or something like that, see if I can find some people to talk to. Maybe find a woman. They dispatch 5 or 6 officers with credit cards. Thanks, Larry. They go into the bar, and if any woman looks at me, they go over and start talking to them immediately, and take the government credit card out and wine and dine. I know for a fact they've dated women for that type of stuff for a period of time until it blows over. Then they make up some excuse as to why they're breaking up. Right? Push the woman's buttons all day while cursing her, and she says something. Goes, "Oh, I'm out." People in Santa Fe, people in Naples, people in Baltimore. There are women that were interested in me, but they got So actually, some became part of it. Right? They let them in. Thank you, Larry. I don't want to say anything. I'm passing my one neighbor. I don't want him to think I'm talking to him. He's one of their people, I think. But I'm not sure. Or it could be Satan's stance. Yeah, they know that if they make trouble for the president and make it a tough life for him, that he'll let them operate. In fact, they'll come in and offer their services. Yeah, we'll go after the judges for you, boss. No, bosses are the judges are under attack. But of course, they're wealthy. and they live better lives than I do. Right. Yeah, I think it's what Trump's holding out for. That the spies and the criminally acting, operating spies will intimidate the judges. I don't think it's going to happen this time. I mean, I'm just trying to be realistic. The best thing for you to do is to get back to square. Move a little bit more center. Start deporting people based upon a real system that's based in law. The judges aren't blocking you from deporting anybody. You're blocking yourself because you won't do what you're supposed to do that. And maybe you don't know. Maybe your people are ignorant. Maybe you got rid of everybody that knew how to do anything. I guess Homan knows how to do it. Homan knows what the system is. Right. You just have to get the system I tell you in place. I don't know. Maybe somebody's blocking you from hearing me or seeing me. I mean, you got to have somebody that's listening or seeing me, right? Thank you, Larry. You got to increase the number of immigration judges. You got to talk to the chief immigration judge, find what he finds acceptable, what would pass muster. And again, you can't create case law where your deportation orders are being overturned. Right. So you can't just kind of say, "Oh, we're doing it though," but you have to do it real. If there's no lawful reason to deport somebody, then you can't deport them for being a criminal when they're not a criminal. I mean, let's wake up. Let's realize what's going on. I mean, it's not all of them, of course, right? Abrego is like the poster child for the thing, but there's a ton of other people that they're asking about, right? I mean, it just boggles the mind. There's a deportation system. You have to make it work. And of course, you can house them just about anywhere CONUS. Again, this idea of sending them out of CONUS, I mean, if they're in custody and detained, they're in custody and detained. I mean, you're acting like the judges are forcing you to put them on the street all day. Now, of course, some people you have to because there's nothing there. Right. Now, the president, to his credit, might be believing people that are lying to him. Right. I told you cops learned how to lie. Correct. So every day in a courtroom, people look at evidence. Some of the evidence is true, some of the evidence is false. What you're doing is everything that your people say is you consider true evidence. But yet, if you look at courtroom after courtroom after courtroom, evidence is not accepted, evidence is thrown out, right, because it appears to be false. Right. Evidence is, juries are going against evidence presented because it's not valid evidence. So the idea that you're going to overturn the system might not be valid. All right, hang on. I want to do something here. Actually, I can do that with my other phone. Or again, what I'm trying to say is you're backing your people, but it appears your people are lying, or they didn't research it well. I don't know if Abrego is a criminal or not. It looks like he may have associated, may not have associated. I don't know. Again, he's not the biggest case in reality. There's a couple other cases. They don't have tattoos. So that's why you use the system, because that protects you from what's going on. Like now you have additional cases, and they're not even at the level of Brago. Thanks, Larry. Thank you. Thanks, Larry. Thank you. All right. Right. Now I'm trying to learn my hearing aids. So I'm checking the wind noise program. Hmm. Wait, there was something that said wind noise. I don't even know where it is now. Actually, wind noise reduction is all the way up in this program here. Now let me check that out. Guess it was it. Sorry. Now it's kind of weird because you can't hear all the background noise. Yeah, definitely reduced it. Well, you get used to having bionic hearing. Thanks, Larry. Things, spirits just checking in. Right. Thanks, Larry. Yeah, I mean, well, if you listen to them, there's always this ulterior motive that I'm actually doing this and I'm actually doing that, and it's never been evidence. There is no evidence. They're liars, getting paid by criminal bosses to do this to me. It doesn't matter why. It could be that their girlfriend liked me. It could be that I accidentally cut them off in traffic. This is how these people are. And then they make up the whole bullshit story around it. And operators don't care because they become millionaires from it. Thanks, Larry. Thanks, Larry. Now, I might end up going inside a little bit in the middle of the day. Don't let them tell you, oh, he's reacted to it. So that's how much bullshit it is. Right. Just not sure where the allergen's coming from, and what time of day it is, and all that. Yeah, they're trying to. Like my credit went down, but I knew it would because But it's weird. It was like my balances are being reported like in the middle of the cycle. It looked like to me. Maybe I was wrong, but right. Well, because you get a credit card, usually it's like 25 days before it cycles. Well, maybe it did. Maybe it was 25 days. I don't know. Yeah, it probably was something like that. I don't know. I mean, they probably would do it, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to pay it off by next payday anyway. Just going to be tanked for a month, right? I mean, it's not like I got too many inquiries, so it's not like I'm going for any credit or anything. Oh, you got to get a loan and move out. You got to get a 25% loan and move out now. Well, maybe you'll move out. Maybe Trump will screw up the economy so bad you'll all have to move out. Again, that's the other thing working against this. Like maybe Trump can't get anywhere, right? Because you've lost your credit, all of you. You let me be. Again, like I told you, if I'm living a somewhat a healthy appearing life, and I'm somewhat healthy, the system doesn't recognize that they could cause what they cause me to get sick. Right. Thanks, Larry. So when it happens, there's no way out of it. It's just, the Earth is just a piece of shit, man. Really, it is. Well, you're all do nothing. You just do nothing. If somebody gives you money, you're all happy to get the money for whatever it is, man. We're all crooks, really. Majority of people on Earth are crooks. Yeah, some are bigger crooks than others. I mean, everybody knows what the end result's going to be. They're just waiting for it to happen, and then they're going to, run for office and push all the Republicans out. Right. Well, you got rid of the IRS, you're going to lose revenue. Talking about a tax cut, you're going to lose revenue. You're going to make a bigger deficit than Biden possibly. You're actually on track for that. Well, I got to tell you, the end result is that these people will take back over, or the other people will take back over. But again, I don't know if the president can get out of it because people have not, they haven't earned the money to have right to have money. Right? And it's not everybody. Again, they do oppress my money and oppress other people's money. Right? But again, yeah, we're in the what comes around goes around. Well, but it doesn't make any sense that the golden age, America alone. It doesn't work like that. It's really never worked like that. Right? Well, we always had foreign diplomacy, and we had people that liked us. I mean, Canada hates us. Australia hates us. Now you want Russia and UK, or Russia and Israel? I mean, they use people. I'm Jewish, but I'll tell you, a lot of Jewish people use people. Right? I'm not anti-Semitic. It's reality. But again, a lot of Italian people use people too. So again, it's not. I mean, what is Israel going to do for you? You're going to give you some money in your private life? I mean, that's about it. Right? Well, but none of you are manicuring peace. Okay. If you're not moving peace forward, then it's just not going to happen. I mean, you think of all the money we spend on these wars, these recent ones, right? We're sick and saying, Biden. What do you mean Biden? I mean, Israel's part of it, right? 100%, Larry. You pick and choose who you're going to blame. Again, I think Trump's just going to go Biden, 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 and it's all going to fall into his lap again. But now he's going judges, judges, judges. I'm telling you, nobody's going to blame the judges. It's already fallen on its face, and it's going to continue to fall on its face. They spent decades doing this. This doesn't happen overnight. And the people that are in it for 2 years in Kansas or 2.5 years have been in it the whole time. Right. Yeah, these kids. Racism is possibly picking up. I'm seeing more black children to heal. Oh, thanks, Larry. Thanks, Larry. Yeah, I might need allergy shots. I don't know. So what's happening is I'm cursed. So again, I just noticed my diet's like almost all dairy, right? 100%. And a lot of other stuff happening. So I have to try to reverse all that. Right. So I have to use those pizza crusts for something else. I'm not gonna use the cheese. I can't use cheese. I'll have to sparingly use cheese. I'm almost out of cheese anyway. Right. So what I'll do is I'll use, like I said, I'll use that imitation meat and mashed potatoes. Just kind of bake it on top of that. And slice that up. That'll be something good. It'll be like a meat pie, but artificial meat. I don't eat meat. Got about 7 more minutes of walking, or an hour. Well, that sun feels yucky too. Yeah, it was actually a little sunburn. I got to get inside during the middle of the day or put some sunscreen on. That's them. That lady there and the other child. It actually tried to tell me that she's part of it. I know she's not. Right? Thanks, sir. Well, you have to go back to the deportation system that exists and fix it so you can use it and then it works. And again, don't waste your time on deporting people that are holding down 9 to 5 because we need them here. I don't see you giving work visas for barista work or for warehouse work, but that's part of our system. They're built into our system. Right. Well, if you remember, a lot of people died during COVID. So, thank you. and then we deported a lot of people. Yeah, you're all trying to. You just need to be careful. You're playing on and perceives what you're all doing. Right. All right. So I think I'm here. Right. I had to adjust my hearing aid. It was turned down too low. Yeah. Well, the part I don't like is on Bluetooth. It automatically hooks in for streaming, and you have to turn the Bluetooth off so it doesn't stream. There should be an option, and maybe I'm missing it, but I don't think I am. That I just say no streaming, but the Bluetooth is still connected because you need the Bluetooth connected to use the app. On my other cheaper hearing aids, I can actually disconnect the Bluetooth streaming and still work the app. So again, I need to be in that field of work too, so I can explain how to do that. So what they're trying to do, I think, I'm still trying to read this thing. It may be a combination, is what the thing's saying. I'm not this person. It's like they want me to say that, but their people I thought were saying that. So again, it may have like a deception in it, so I can't figure out what they're doing. So they constantly projecting that I should say I'm not this person, I'm not this person. It was weird when they killed John because I was saying weird stuff. I'm like, where'd that come from? Right. And they were willing me to say stuff. It was bizarre. Right? I didn't know anything back then. And they were breaking in, probably drugging me anyway. Right. I knew they were breaking in. There's no doubt. Because they're my coworkers, man. They're that disgusting, that piggish, that sabotage of law enforcement. It's actually sabotage of law enforcement because law enforcement can actually beat crime, but you can't beat crime because there's criminals in law enforcement. Actually, Oh, it's my thought. I'm saying I'm not this person. Bullshit. You're a devil. You're a witch. You're a demon. You're putting shit in people's heads. Freaks. Demonic freaks. Weirdos. Actually, what's going on over here? That's weird. Oh, the woman feeds them. So there's like a rabbit, a sparrow, a mourning dove, and a squirrel. All in this person's patio eating the wild seed she threw out, or he threw out. Going to crush it. Whoever's projecting it's going to get crushed. And again, they're like too stupid to realize how well their life would actually be, because what they do is they compare it to the life of the people they're killing, instead of comparing it to how well their life could be if they just stopped the bullshit. Right? No, I told you. Truth. There was no truth, but obviously I wasn't saying anything, and I said I wasn't going to say. He broke into my apartment trying to get me to speak about it. I didn't speak about it. Yeah, for about a month in there. It has to be longer than that. She just kept breaking into my apartment, kept harassing me. Right. Well, you told everybody that if I would just do something different, that it would be different. It's not. You lie, all of you. So I don't know what Putin thought was going to happen when Trump goes in there. But I think Putin's discouraged, right? Or not necessarily discouraged, but he's not happy with the way it's went. I got no idea. Unless they're trying to push Trump to the next level of support. No matter what they do, he supports them. Well, because I'm just trying to say, Trump doesn't have the Putin support he had. That's another way he got in. There's no doubt that the Russians supported him, right? Which is maybe what they're trying to do, is just destroy all of Trump's support, and then you either go to the Russians or you're all out, right? But I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, there's no. What they want me to do is shut up, right, and do the same thing or worse. They're sick. 100%. They want the money for free, or the kicks for free. They want the money for nothing and the kicks for free. That's the epitaph of the United States, the epitaph of the world. They wanted me to say United States, some anti-United States. Because they hold a position in the United States, they're supposedly the United States. So, yeah, the epitaph of the world. They wanted their money for nothing. They wanted their kicks for free. That's really what these people are, man. They never earned shit in their life, man. All the billionaires we just put in, they'll tell you they're put into a system, right? I mean, it's obvious without that system, Elon can't generate a penny. Correct. I mean, he's got hooks into the government, so he gets some contracts. Without Trump, he'd be toast, right? So again, I don't know what they're doing in government, but if they took that evidence or those files where they were investigating Elon and they trashed them, he'll be charged. They'll be charged, right? It's just going to take time. Correct. I mean, who knows? So again, it's just a word to the wise. You're not going to be in power more than 4 years, and 2 years looks like that it's going to slow down. Right. So I would definitely mind your manners all and not do anything illegal or that could be deemed illegal. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if this non-soy food I'm eating might actually be making me sick too. That might be something in there I'm allergic to. So I have to try to figure all this out. Actually, I could be allergic to peas. I don't know. Something's driving up my allergens. Right. Yeah. I gotta try to figure out how to clean up in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deflate this bed, and that's gonna open up the space here, and then I'll be able to move everything around and mop. Right. And then in here, I'll have to move some of this stuff to the bedroom, I guess. So get the front area clean first. Nah, I was in my 20s when they started this. It takes years to figure out that it even exists. Once you notice something's awry, right? If you don't notice it, then they're sucks, man. They act like they're self-made people, self-made officers, that they're really great, but they're just bullshit artists, right? When they get in, they give them all the good assignments. So again, they have a what they call the package, which is your promotion package, which outlines everything you've done in your career. And so they pad their package. Same thing like with Elon, you know. Right? They just give them stuff. Right? It's really what the world is. It's bullshit. The world's the biggest bullshit that ever exists. I guarantee there's people with what they're supposed to do is like somebody like me that helps. They're supposed to just let me live a quiet life. Right? I'd never claim much at all. Actually, I was doing it in secret. Right? I never claimed anything. Right? I had to coat the microphone thing one more time. So that gets pretty good. Bring it in here. It's a little warmer. Yeah. Thanks, Larry. So when they start killing people, then they get like big assignments. So nobody can say anything. Right? No, after they did me, again, God shows me stuff. A ton of people were promoted. Now some, deserve promotion, but they may have been promoted because it was like the payback, the hush up. Don't say anything, and we'll pay you. Right. So, but some people were promoted that never would have been promoted. Right. Now, the problem with law enforcement, like it happens in other places, but in law enforcement, most people don't leave law enforcement. I mean, once you're in, you try to stay in because it's kind of like I just don't know exactly exactly what I would call it, but curricular. No, at least for this one, it wears down the battery. That's what my concern is. I mean, I have plenty of battery power in this hearing aid, but in the other one, it would cut off all external sound, and that was irritating. Right. So it'd be like wearing earbuds. Right. That's not my thing. Thanks, Larry. I mean, there's no way to stop them. I mean, you could not talk about them. You can go. I mean, you're going to talk about them because they're going to do it so much in your life, and they're going to make that the only thing in your life. Right. Thanks, Larry. So what's weird is, and again, it could be Satan's stance. There's a woman that I spoke about yesterday, and they have a kid. Right. Their daughter, I guess, lives with her, and she has a kid. And they're nice, and they smile at me, but I'm leery of that. And if you make inroads with people that have kids, they just immediately say it's about the kid. So I like all those years I'm trying to date somebody, and they're like, single mothers. I don't know that they're single mothers. I just see them, and they seem interested, and I start talking to them. And it turns out they had kids, and it was a setup. Right? Oh, he's trying to groom her for the kid. I mean, this is how sick they are. It's how sick they are. Thanks, Larry. Thank you. I mean, there's like no way that I could ever know that the person had a kid. They don't care. They just, oh, he deserves it. I mean, if you go back to when this really, really started in earnest in the government, people were looking at them like they're nuts. Right. Right. He deserves it. He works hard and really doesn't get anything. So why does he deserve it? I'm sorry. You're not sorry. None of you are sorry. If you were sorry in my life, God explains a lot of it to me early on. He says, if they were sorry, your life would pick up. Like now. Like if they were sorry at any time in their life where they would actually never do it, be repentant of it, then your life would pick up. So if you ever, so again, it prepared me to hear from you that you're sorry and know that you're not sorry. 100%. Well, they knew who I was. They knew all they do is let me go to church, and they never would have heard from me again. I'd find a woman, go to church, and never would have heard from me again. Correct. Like I said, the bosses should have executed them. They're the ones that are playing. Again, they're playing a game. They're making me the moneymaker. They're making me the merchandise in the marketplace. And of course, Satan does that. Of course, Satan hates me. Satan loves them, believe me. Satan loves your preacher, believe me. Oh, your preacher spends all day judging another man's servant. Again, God's servant, right? Servants. Right? And then, half of them don't even want to go to the church, if not more. Now, you broke into my apartment and I'm sick again. So I don't know what's going on. 100%. It could be Satan's stance, but it's going on. And of course, they break in when I start healing. God will take care of it all. Believe me. Life part 2, afterlife, your history of it. You're all going to hell. There's no way out. Well, a lot of times, if you read what churches say, if you understand what churches are trying to say, it's not the reality. But it's even further. The religions in the scriptures were made to catch the devils and forgive everyone else. 100%. Now, Mother Teresa could be a devil. But again, I don't think she is. I'm just telling you, appearances can be deceiving, and that's what the scriptures say. Again, your preachers are lying to all of you. Thank you, Mary. In fact, it's very difficult to be Christian in the government. Because it's antithesis. It's the opposite of what the scriptures say. Because it doesn't. You can feed people all day and still be corrupt. So let me see here. I'm trying to get the humidity down in here. I had 70% outside humidity. That's what happened last night. But again, I was religiously putting that thing on and then forgot about it after they broke it. Spell. Put a spell on the place when they broke it. That's what they do. They're devils. Been devils their whole life. That's the State of the Union. The rest is bullshit. She's not sorry. They're not sorry. Correct. They'll go to hell for it. Oh, that's what they're doing. Okay, I see. Okay, just in case somebody else hears, they go, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." So the boss doesn't flame them. Now they flame anybody that breaks into anybody's place. Actually, we'll break them out of that habit. Yeah, they break in somebody's apartment. I guess they start hearing that it's coming up from the inside, and they go, "Sorry, sorry, sorry, I made a mistake, sorry, sorry, sorry." That's what they do. It's not fake. You're devils, man, and you'll spend an eternity in hell. There's nothing getting you out of hell that I can see. But I go to church and say, "Turn your eyes upon Jesus." They need to go. They're paying neighbors to harass other neighbors. Oh, because you're trying to get them to do the right thing. Like rob a bank. They're weirdos, man. They're all weirdos. 100%. What they're doing is trying to make me sick. Well, they've actually willing me away from my next VA hearing appointment. Right. Well, you make the last one. So I'm getting sick like I was last time. Right. I've been well up until now. So again, I'm probably in here doing whatever it is they do to make me sick. Now they'll start saying what I want them to say. You did it too many times, all of you. God's turning it on now. We're going to start having them tell on themselves all day. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. They're all corrupt, but we'll start telling on themselves. Thanks, Larry. No, quit projecting, because I'm going to take you down so far, all of you. And the reversal is off. They have something called a reversal. The planet's condemned for it, but essentially, right. They like my words become their words. Anything I say now, like I'm rubber, you're glue. They have like a curse like that. Right. Well, it shouldn't exist. The planet shouldn't approve of it. Elon Musk is not taking you to frickin' Mars. People can't even live for the space trip healthily. You're not going to Mars. Wake the fuck up. You'll have some rocket entertainment and some time out there in space, but you're not going to Mars and living on Mars. The human body can't sustain it. I mean, you have to realize the people that are picked for space travel generally they're some of the healthiest people on the planet. Right. And they can barely make it. Those people were left up in space not by accident. God's showing you all. Elon Musk is not rescuing any of you. Thanks, Larry. I would actually take that money and spend it on something else. I'm sorry. Get that air bed deflated. Move it out of the way. Start mopping the floor. Right. I'm cursed. Possibly a steroid treatment might help. Right. It's similar to steroids they give you for allergies. Right. No, I slept pretty good for a couple days, but it didn't last. Again, that's what it could be. It just got too humid, and it got in my mind, and I blocked the use of that thing. Right. Actually, it does actually feel pretty good out here in the sun. I just got to be careful. I can feel my head is starting to, top of my head starting to burn. Why don't I be nice? Like, come on, let's get serious. I am nice. Right. God bless you, Larry. The little foo-foo flowery church world is BS, man. Absolute BS. Right. It's like Don Corleone going to church while the mafia commits acts of violence and murder. Right. That's from the Godfather movie. I think I used the right name. It's Don Corleone, right? Hopefully, Don Quixote isn't Don Corleone. Donald Trump is Don Quixote right now, jousting at windmills. Right. Well, he's wasting time. He's wasting effort, wasting money, and then he's going to have a parade on his birthday. I mean, come on. All right. I mean, it's gross. I would cancel all that stuff. Right. Yeah. It's, again, midterms are a MFer. 100%. We agree, Larry. I mean, last time I was telling him he was doing the wrong thing for midterms, and it wasn't even half as bad as it is now. Correct. No, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot on their side right now as far as the previous election. I don't know if change out's going to be sufficient. to really do much at all, but definitely not going to have the power he has now. Pritzker has a, I guess his name is a good opportunity to be president. Great opportunity. Thank you, Larry. Well, this is the fallout from what you're all doing. I think somebody's trying to manipulate money. Right? That's what it looks like to me. Because you're not trying to, keep conservative in or conservatism in. Right. Right, but see, people wanted immigrants deported, but they didn't want, like, again, the barista, the warehouse worker, and then everything goes crazy. Right. Sorry, shouldn't have done to you. So one of the things they're doing is acting like they're under investigation because they don't want you talking about it. Right. Like the people doing this to me are actually under an investigation. They've done it to me 100 times in my life, if not 1,000. Right. Agreed. I'm a disabled person, and they're not allowed to do. The whole thing is a violation of American with Disabilities Act. Right. Sue you. You're sued. No, you're sued. God will decide the punishment. God will judge it, and God will decide your punishment. You project sue me. That's their answer. Sue me. You're sued. So, like, this is how weird it is. Like, my battery in my Ring camera is discharging. As soon as I start looking at batteries to purchase, it stops discharging. It doesn't charge back up, but it stops at that point. Stopped at 86%. So it goes from 100 to 86% really fast, and then it stops. It's weird, right? I was going to buy it before, and it kind of convinced me not to, but I'm thinking I probably should buy it and just have at least one spare battery. Actually, I think it's not not holding the charge. It's a trickle charge to charge it back up. Again, that who knows? Maybe the adapter came out, right? I'm trying to get warm now. I'm in the sun. I have to get in there and start cleaning. Wish I had my money. I just pay somebody to do it. I'd actually move out. And I'd be out of here. I'll tell you, if I had money, yeah, that's the quickest way to get me to move out. If I had money, if I had like a windfall, right, I'd pay people to move me out in a day. Tell them, here's your stinking money. I'm gone. Right. Thanks, sir. It's push pull. Right. Depletion. Well, I can't find out what the Ring camera standard battery is. I've looked and looked and looked. I know it's a higher capacity the aftermarket ones. Right. Yeah. See if Blue Cross Blue Shield got anywhere today with my reimbursement. Like we do in my life, it's kind of they can hack things, they can call people, tell them to do you. Right. So you never know what anything is. Thanks, Larry. God bless you, sir. All I do is stay away from it. So I just no doubt they were there. No doubt they wanted me to see them. No doubt they were doing what I say they were doing. 100%. No doubt that there are devils, demons, antichrist, witches, and sorcerers playing their game out. No doubt that they cause crime. No doubt that the crime would be cut in half if they didn't exist. I wish I'd have moved up my appointment. I did yesterday. I didn't think I would get a massage. Actually, I'm probably too loose to get a massage. Right. Okay, here's my message from my friend. Okay, so yeah, so the guy whose son had the colostomy bag reversed, he's doing better. Not a whole bunch, but enough that it's looking like he's starting to you know go back to normal. Had a lot of loose stool and stuff, but it says it looks like they're going to discharge him at a certain point in the near future. Thank you, Larry. Oh shit! Now we got some confusion. Yeah, I was trying to run an exit from the ground. I don't know if they're in violation of the supremacy clause. They can't interfere, and I don't think you can require them to do your bidding. I mean, it's novel, but because the whole thing where it's like a memorandum, right? I think it's like a memorandum of understanding or something like that when you get to the detainers and all that, right? Where each voluntarily agrees to something. Now, when you get to a lawsuit type of thing, you could be damaged, you could be discriminated against, you could kind of that might work a little. Thanks, Larry. Yeah, the detainer. It's not like a law or anything. Maybe you want to make a law. I mean, you could try. I mean, I don't think you get a pass. You know, enough people. But well, there's no law that uh, that allows detention or not detention. That allows the government to say that it's mandatory. You know, that they honor your detainer. Trying to get some sun in here. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have moved in here again if I had to do it again over again. Like the day I came in here and there was no bathtub, I should have just tried to trade up to another apartment, right? Right. And like some of these apartments have sun that comes in. This one doesn't get much sun. Thanks, Larry. Thank you. Well, maybe nothing you can do. Again, this is the point. The, well, I think a lot of you have had blessed lives and got everything you wanted. And you kind of like spoiled, right? On reverse, they put the reversal on. That's disgusting, right? Yeah. There's nothing that allows you to force a state entity to do your bidding like that. But you could sue for damages, and I don't know what that would do. Saying that you're discriminated against or something. I don't know if that works for the government. Right. No, she's a crook, man. They're all crooks. The woman in Oklahoma that would pop up around me, she's a crook. She's stalking me. She's an evil devil. She goes to hell. Anybody else with her goes to hell. One for her, I'd probably have stayed in Oklahoma and would never move to Texas. She's harassing me all day. making trouble for me all day. Meanwhile, people are using narcotics all around me. People are sex trafficking all around me. So she's full of shit. Right. But again, she may have been in New Mexico before that. Oh, she'll go to hell, man. Believe me. She'll pay in hell. Oh, you want to sit around and talk shit about me all day? We'll just talk shit all day, man. We just watch you all tank. And I'll go, oh, he's going to get Trump. He's going to get Trump. He's going to get Biden. He's going to get Obama. Same people. No, they're not really political. They scam all of you. They're double agents, triple agents, quadruple agents. Oh, if he just shut up? Oh, yeah, if he just shut up. Bullshit. 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 Not here to play games on me. Break into my apartment, go to hell. Never see that you go. Whoa! Just in case you don't know, I'm part of the security equipment world inside. So I'm not the only one cursing you, but you'll know I'm cursing you. You want to play those games and use your professional equipment to overcome security systems? Then you go to hell with it. Oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? We get to watch him another 50 years because he's saying this? Because we wouldn't be able to without him doing this. So we win! We win! You win a free trip to hell, all of you, for eternity. I don't even have to whammy that. It just is. Why am I doing this? Well, somebody cried out from hell. I mean, there's a ton of people been crying out from hell for the last couple of weeks. Father Abraham kind of deal. Oh, your buddies have passed on. They're in hell, man. They're in hell. I'm sorry. All right, so let me figure out what I'm going to do here. Figure out how to set the dent in the bed. Got to make space to clean up. I'm going to do it mop and clean here. Thanks, Larry. I mean, now I know what happened. I was looking at growth hormones, going to one of those, aging clinics, and I couldn't get to it. Same thing. They weren't allowed to stalk me. I would have taken growth hormone, and I'd be in better shape than most people, if not all. Right? Yeah, they did it. They were giving way to do all that shit to me. Thanks, Larry. And when I came out of, when I was trying to find supplements to use after I got injured in Texas, they were doing shit, psychological shit to me. They'd drive by with the name of the company that I was buying it from on their door of their vehicle, like those metal, or not metal, magnetic. I mean, come on. They've been torturing me for how many years and I'm disabled? That's not going to affect me. I mean, it's a violation of American with Disabilities Act. Every last one of them should be in hell. Now, I whammied it because that's Earth Hell. We're going to move them into Earth Hell now. Well, I just hope Trump administration is important. I'm not going to worship the Trump administration as far as, that part, where they're exempt from being cursed while they attack my life. I don't know if they are or not. I'm just telling you, you better make sure people aren't attacking my life. You're given much to be in those positions. Play your game, all of you. Continue to play your game. God will play his. Not here to worship you. I help the Trump administration. It doesn't mean they're exempt from my curses if they're part of it. I've told you that for decades. I mean, that's the problem with the country. Nobody's doing what they're supposed to. Right? Government's there for a specific purpose, not to sell, deal, and enrich it. No, you probably should have stayed out of my apartment if you didn't want to have shit put on you. I agree. Now, they didn't say anything when they started. Or not started. They're probably there the whole time. It's just when I noticed it. Right. Oh, I don't give a shit. My neighbor, they can go to hell. But I don't know if it is. God knows. God will take care of it. You're teaching me not to do that? Bullshit. I blessed and healed everyone for decades. You go to hell. Whoa. No, I don't accept lies. I don't accept bullshit. I don't accept criminals in government and private sector cronies. I don't accept it. You go to hell. Whoa. Thank you. Never groomed a single person in my fucking life. Not even for a relationship or sex between a man and a woman. Not a single person. Walk around calling me a group to attack my life. Thanks, Larry. Curse you, curse your families, curse your organizations, curse your planet. You back off, all of you, or the curses will continue. Figure out how to fix my life, and figure it out quick. And if you notice, it's increasingly getting more and more. And this is things that I didn't say for a long time, right? Correct. Did they change? No, not one iota. You'll be cursed for lying. Thanks, Larry. Oh, you didn't notice I changed? Oh, we didn't know she changed. We're sorry. Give us another 100,000. No, there's no doubt. The government's just still self-dealing. Well, I don't police your government. Send Kash Patel to police the government. They're still self-dealing. Well, the only way probably to force a state government to honor your detainers is for it to be a law. And right now, you've just destroyed your capability to grow stronger to make it a law. 100%. For the last 100 days, you've pissed and shit on people, right? Including the judges. Thanks, Larry. If you made it a violation of federal law not to honor the detainer for obvious reasons, it's public safety, they couldn't fight it. Right. And now you're petitioning the judges off. I'm going to speak like this. I don't care. Church can be church or whatever it is. Nothing's real. I'm going to come out and let you have it off. This is the way you speak. This is the way I'll speak. You fucked off the judges. And now you want them to order the state to honor your detainer. What a bunch of schmucks. No, it's going to be the worst shift leftward in the history of the planet. And quite frankly, it could be Jesus. He wants people fed. He wants people in prison visited. He wants people clothed. That's a fact, all of you. 100%. Well, you're going to make them gay and trans anyway, whether Republican or Democrats in it. Don't matter. Because you make money off of it. Right. Like, they think I listen to that. They really think I listen. Look, if you're projecting Larry Stop, the only thing that would stop me is that something stops me. I don't listen to a voice and stop. Maybe Satan made you believe that was true. No, I'm not a schmuck for some bimbo cop. Okay? It doesn't work like that. It requires demonism to confuse me if I'm doing something different or I should be doing something else. Right. Because they believe, oh, he's falling for it. He thinks this cop likes him. I mean, they're nuts, man. Every last one of them's a piece of shit and a nut. Right? They're torturing me. Of course my life's going to be fucking whacked. What are you, nuts? You nuts with them? But why are we torturing him? Because you're devils, demons, antichrists, witches, and sorcerers. And you work for Satan and any other criminal enterprise that'll grease your palm. No, I changed. You didn't. No. You decided to get dirty with me. Right. Thanks, Larry. Oh, this is evidence that something's wrong. Hopefully the whole government goes and the new government comes in. Okay? I don't give a shit. Change it out. If they won't stop it, change it out. But we didn't realize you changed. So everything that they said all those years is bullshit now. It's been bullshit the whole time, but now right in front of your eyes. Right? Well, I know if they come in here, there's a possibility they're putting something in here to make me sick. I don't know if it is or isn't, but there's a possibility. Right. Correct. So I'll just make sure those that are doing it suffer along with me. Whoa! And that's not a physical threat. I speak in spirit. A bunch of Babylon pieces of garbage. Every last one. Go to hell, all of you. Go to hell. I should shut up. Go to hell. Literally. Go find something else to do. You understand? Go find something else to do. Back at you gets you cursed. You say back at you say reversed or anything like that, it's an additional curse. An additional 1,000 curses. 1,000 times the original curse. I just caught what they say to do that. Reversal. Back at you. A piece of shit whammy like a back at you is on this planet. Curse this planet. Learns or it goes to hell. And now would you say, rolling? Rolling. We ride rolling. No, it's all psychological torture. You'll find that day that they attacked me, I had a massage. I was getting they were trying to reverse the polarity, right, and destroy the up from it. Rolling. You want to play rule games? I invoke everything I ever was, everything I ever will be to rule you all to whatever God wants me to rule you to. Whoa. Oh, you just tested me? You just tested me and I failed? Oh, poop on me. She's not sorry. Curse her to hell for putting that. Her's not my neighbor. Get the hell out of here. Trying to put face people in and say I'm talking about them. Get the hell out of here. Whoa. You want to push somebody's buttons and you find it weird that they're doing this? You push people's buttons and they go turn into mass shooters and rapists and murderers and kill their family. You sick pieces of shit. I'm raging? Oh, I'm raging. Big words for a funky criminal wearing a uniform as a cop. Funky criminal. Frickers. Every year, more and more cops become flunkies for drug dealers and sex. Well, when you break into my apartment, I got no clue what's happening in my life at that point. So then you are suspect in being part of what's making me sick. Put them in hell. Who? Who am I speaking to? The heavenly host, of course. Every angel in the world. Put them in hell. Whoa. Oh, you're sorry? You're sorry? You're really sorry, Oliver? Church membership, I really don't. They thought I'd go into the LDS and they'd rule me. Oh, the church won't be happy for what you're saying. I mean, I could communicate with you after. I really don't give a shit. Not here to play church games. Thanks, sir. Nah, it's not. There's no up. what they're doing is playing the church, one of the church games. So what they do is they allow you a small up, and then say you're a sinner. That's why you're not getting anything. Right. Like I told you, if somebody's sinning and they're in your church, then your church is bullshit because you're not letting them get up. Right. And when they do that, that means they're with Satan. So they represent Satan on earth as the church, and then they don't let people heal, don't let people purify. They use it for their own good or their own, self-dealing, not own good. Right? Well, it's not good to self-deal, especially in church. Actually, they use church for self-dealing. Oh, I'm going to get sick? Well, I've been tortured for 35 years. Obviously, when you get to be my age, that things happen based upon that and the continued torture that you're all engaged in, a violation of international law and a violation of federal, state, and local law. You should be punished for it, all of you. Severely punished, it says, due to recidivism. I really don't give a shit what happens. Okay? Whatever God does, God does. Right. Yeah, they're in here going, well, what if that happens? And what if happens? And when happens? Weirdos. Attacking disabled people. Disgusting, piggish. Right. Meanwhile, the real crooks are out there. Hey, baby, let's go to the club. Let's deal dope. Let's do some pills. Then your daughter dies from pills, and they go, "Oh, we're so sorry. We're trying to stop this, Mister and Mrs. So and So. We've been trying for years to stop narcotics distribution. We're so sorry." They're not trying nothing, man, but enriching themselves. Pieces of shit. That's why nobody wants to be a cop. Right? Because you're dirty, all of you. You stop cleaning your apartment now! I rule you to stop cleaning your apartment now! That's how they are, little punk pieces of shit. Hide behind a badge and a uniform, wanting to kill people they harass with a gun, so they keep harassing them for decade after decade. Majority of people I work with are devils and they're going to hell, man. Just blocking me from church will send them to hell. Right. But we didn't know. We didn't know we could go to hell. I mean, the preachers were part of it and everything. I suspected the preachers were probably government. Anyway, I like CIA or something. When they came out that far. Again, why are CIA people being allowed to do that? To reveal themselves like that? That in itself should be punishable. Right? Any CIA agent that came out to attack me in life or any of those type of private self-dealing endeavors should have been, including former. Right. Even contractor. Right. I mean, it's just insane. Oh, the judges are like, if it wasn't for us, people wouldn't be locked up. I mean, these judges are doing nothing. Meanwhile, the whole world's freaking corrupt. Right. Can't wait till it's pardon season again, right? The mother of all self-dealing. I'm telling you, reverse course, all of you. Reverse and reverse course quickly. You're all compromised. Yeah, you're compromising yourselves. You're going to be blackmailed, probably. Right. Or extorted, I guess. They're laughing. You're self-dealing everywhere. You're not going to be in power. In the last 2 years, you'll be a lame duck. Right. And then they'll take over. No, I don't know what you're fantasizing about, all of you. What do you think, you're going to overcome government in the next 4 years and it won't be able to get you ever again? What do you think is going to happen? The first year the next administration goes in, they're going to hire 10 million IRS agents, and everybody that you all now trapped into believing the IRS is going to commit crimes in the next 4 years, and then get arrested. Thank you, Larry. No, if you're not taking care of the government where the look, there's just take my phone call. Where you're going to get reelected, then you're not doing anything. Right. Now, you're self-dealing, all of you, and it's obvious. That's why these people like the FBI guy came out, because you're committing crimes. You're committing felony crimes. Thanks, Larry. We agree. Obviously, they wouldn't let me be healthy, all of you. That's obvious. Why do we do that? Because you're devils, man. Thanks, Larry. I'm going to vacuum here under the pillows on the couch. It's going to get loud here. Here we go again, trying to make it all disappear. Call me a son of a bitch, man. No, I was an honest government employee. I really was. I mean, if you really think about the curses they used on me all those years, that's how Doug Bettman happened. Right. Do I believe Doug Bettman used heroin when he was a kid? I don't know. I mean, come on. I mean, these people are so corrupt. Who knows? Right. Can't believe a darn thing they say. That's where I went wrong. I thought they were like normal people in the government. Yeah, they psychologically torture you and do all sorts of devil shit to you. Next thing you know, you're controlling your mind and right. mind control exists. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, you read about it everywhere. I mean, what are you, freaking ignorant? Denying the truth? Weirdos. Absolute weirdos. I don't know. They wouldn't let me heal. They wouldn't let it. The last 4 years, Jesus Christ, I go get the darn doctor for nothing. For nothing. They knew it, man. They know what they're doing. They're sick pieces of shit. The only question is, did they do it before they went in the cupboard? The only question. The game of life? They want to call it the game of life. We'll give you the death card if you want to deal that as the game of life. The game of life is known. That's not the game of life. It's corruption. Because they're not allowing the ups. Right. I like that personally. Further down for all of you. On your knees. And there's God. They will be destroyed. You'll be destroyed. Well, here or in hell, one or the other. They're still going on their knees. A lot of you out there. Well, police departments being corrupt, being devils. And your kids are addicted to narcotics because the police department wants to make enough money to buy a new swimming pool or a Lamborghini. You say they're just lucky in the market. Make sure. I can read the curses on my vacuum cleaner. It's just amazing that it even works. Right. Probably we're even in here directly cursing it. Oh, he's paranoid. He thinks people are in his apartment and that we're hacking his video. Well, maybe you're wrong, bud. Maybe you're wrong, bud. That's how they are. F them and have everything that's connected to him. Oh, you're going to take over? You're going to rule us? Is that what you're all doing? Ruling? You're going to torture disabled people? Oh, you're worried about what I'm saying? You're worried about my psychological condition, so you have to torture me? That's what you're worried about? Oh, no, that's something else. That's something else. But this thing, this outburst. To hell with you. To hell with Rick Henry. To hell with Karen Shelton. To hell with Chief Quick. To hell with all the cronies that were part of it and that are part of it. To hell with them. Bring hell up to earth! And visit every last one of these devils and grab them back down to hell. Ya, sealed. Ya, arar. I changed, and you didn't, and now I have power to destroy every last one of you. Larry. Oh, you're going to give me hell? How many times you tell that I'm in hell? How many times you tell people I'm in hell over the last 40 years? How many times you tell people? Oh, but I wasn't there 30 years ago. I wasn't even born. If you were, you would have been part of it. And that's the point. Right. And they didn't stop at that point. I could have recovered every time, and I did. I mean, I'm giving God the credit for healing me. And these clowns attacked me. Man, it's a little thing.
They're crooks, but they're, even more so, they're devils. Crook is forgivable. Devil is not. Who do you think tortures disabled people? Devils. That's who. Oh, he's losing it. He's losing it. He's losing it. No, I think you're losing it. Whoa. Actually, your whole family's losing it. Whoa. I attack my family. There's no off limits. Right. Well, I didn't. I didn't. Well, the thing you're part of, dude. That's all it takes. I'm not dangerous. They are. They're the ones that run apartment people, trying to make them look crazy so they can torture them some more, maybe turn them into a criminal. I trapped you. Apparently, they thought I couldn't do this anymore, that they had willed me down. Well, that was your mistake, okay? Regular. No, I can't forgive you. God has. Well, I can't. I don't do the bell. So I'm not here to play earth games. But I'm not Jesus, all of you. You block me from churches and Christianity. So again, God's a lot of different things. So read about the end times. That isn't the whole. The whole 100%. They want to invoke Jesus in the church, the one that they manipulated. Remember, Bar Jesus, he was taken out. Same kind of system. Right. Thank you, Larry. Right. The president has to shift gears. It's just going to get worse. He's eating up all his power. He had a tremendous lot of power when he went in office. No, that's why they're coming out of the woodwork to attack him. They know his power's gone. He's just like an idiot. Right. You shouldn't have been in my life. Again, it's apparent what you all did. Absolutely apparent. You're still doing it, matter of fact. Still torturing disabled people. Sicko. Well, sue us. You're sued. Well, you just said that you wanted you to be sued, all of you. Well, I know what you all mean. And you know what I mean, right? Sued. Wow. Rolling. Let's ride. Rolling. Isn't that what you say? The president's power is going to be completely gone if you don't do what I say. It's not a whammy. I'm just telling you what's happening. You're turning the people on the judges. I'll reverse. Right. Not back at you. Again, you're all going to go to hell for using back at you and reversal. Again, some of those judges are devils, demons, antichrist, witches, and sorcerers also. Y'all need to stop and change gears. Well, inappropriate decorum at a minimum. Right. Yeah, I got to throw away my one mop, I think. Actually, I accidentally stepped on it and it got crimped. Well, she'll get it hit again. She's trying to project, all those years. She's going to be destroyed. Yeah, you got one big devil woman somewhere. Well, many of your devil women are in hell right now. God will just help her, wherever she is. Go to. I'm not talking about my neighbors. I'm not talking about anybody I see because I don't know who these people are. Right. So don't try to play that game. 100%. 100%. I'm speaking strictly spiritual, and you know it. Well, but that could lead to some physical outbursts by you because you're so crazy, you're so gay. Put you in hell for even thinking about you. Freaking torture somebody for fucking 35 years and then act all fucking self-righteous. To hell. Whoa. No, I don't really give a shit about a church, man. I'm not condemning the LDS, but I don't give a shit. I'm assured of my salvation. Been assured for decades. Decades. In fact, I'm not even going to be judged because you made my life such hell. I'm not even going to be judged. Then again, I'm not going to be judged. I'm not even supposed to be here, to tell you the truth. I'm supposed to come here and help the planet as an angel. Oh, you're just testing me and I failed. Oh, I failed it. Oh, my. What freaking liars. Filth. They harass you and they would do it. And for all I know, they drug me. Then they bring your neighbors around to be face people. So you say it's your neighbor. Your extra 30 pieces of silver. Well, we don't like that you're saying you're like Jesus. No, I just told you I wasn't like Jesus, but I said I'm with God. Do you understand the difference? Right. Actually, Jesus was with me, kind of. Right. Because I'm the angel that was with him. Right. I don't give a shit what you believe and don't believe. Right. On reverse, come back at you. Thank you, Larry. Sorry. You're not sorry, all of you. You're trying to get somebody, torture them for 35 fucking years and call yourselves well and call the other person unwell? To hell with the Marshal Service. To hell with your cronies. To hell with the local PDs. To hell with all of you. And I mean hell, hell, hell. Whoa. No, you don't want the church guy. That's obvious. You had a chance. And you shit on me. I really don't care if the LDS baptized me or not, to tell you the truth. Like I told you, I don't make requirements for God to save anybody. It doesn't matter where it's written or where it's not written. Because that elevates me to God. I do not sit in the temple of God as if I am God. Who the LDS is in danger? He's talking about the LDS. See, that's a scam. They're not in danger. I already told you, I'm great people. I'm not here to play your system games. Well, I'm sure there's dirty people in the LDS. Just like that guy that I cursed me while I was in church. Of course they're trying to. Oh, they just tested. Oh, they were just testing me, everybody. They're just testing. No worries. They're just testing him. We're testing. You know the test, right? The big test. Here, yes, your devils, demons, antichrists, witches, and sorcerers, perverted devils, and everything else. You can say, over there is the pervert. Over there is the pervert. Don't look over that client that pays me $1 million. Well, you know, president needs to shift gears if he's going to lose all his power. Again, I'm not saying he's doing it. I'm just telling you that needs to happen. I'm not going to lose focus on the message. That's part of why they're here. Right. Well, then maybe you shouldn't say it. Maybe you should let this happen and like all these kids still be addicted to drugs and all this stuff because you don't more. Just care about yourself more. That's their big thing. I'm trying to find this darn mop. I have one more mop somewhere, and it darn disappears. And one mop's broken. No, you want to get busy in my life while I'm sick? I'll get busy in the spirit world and make you repent that you even thought you just did to me over the last few weeks. Yeah. My God. That's the coup de grace when they disable somebody to the point that they're severely sick. Then they bump it up. This is it. We roll. You'll ride, all right. Ride yourself straight into hell. I explained it enough over the years. You come at me when I'm sick, you can go to hell today. I mean, leave the earth and go to hell. Whoa. Now you have to spend power to stay here. Oh, he's confused. You see, he's mentally ill. We're not doing anything. Little devils, every last one. See, can't even find my mop to clean my apartment. They're devils, man. They've been in here and cursed everything. Probably cursed all my mops, all my cleaning equipment. I know what they're doing. They're devils, man. Person go to hell today. Actually, right this second. Part of that was trying to get me not to secure my apartment so like everyday people could just walk in and do something, and then maybe get somebody to kill me or something. Yeah, because they generally don't do it. Thanks, Larry. Well, you can still see, like, if FBI investigated it, they could see that somebody, did something, right? It's uncharacteristic, right? 100%. Well, maybe not. Again, if they're using jammers, I don't know if it would work. Because it would just disrupt the signal. No, they probably hacked it. They most likely hacked it. So there would be evidence if they hacked it, right? Just to make They can't just. Oh, I'm not your friend anymore. Boo, boo. You won because you tortured me for 35 years through thousands of people. Boo, boo. That's what they do. It's the only reason I'm sick. And they go, well, he's crazy to think that these women could like him. I mean, even that's like a part of it. Right? Well, there's no way for me to throw this away but throwing it away in one piece, right? I don't think putting this in a bag would work. They're there for the good. To kill. I mean, what they did to me over the last 5 years should have probably killed me. I'm lucky to be alive. They knew they were tightening me up. I didn't know I was getting tighter and all that. I thought it was a sinus infection or something like that, but it was crushing my cranial tissue. That's fine. We'll just use that to destroy them. It doesn't matter if you know how many times you did it or somebody else did it. I really don't care, man. Neither does God. I mean, God does. He uses that to judge people. Right? That's how God is. God's real. God takes care of people. Most people aren't going to hell or even have to worry about judgment because they're innocent. They haven't even lived a life. If you haven't lived a real life, then you're probably not going to be judged. Right? But because you don't have the ability not to sin. You see, that's what they're peddling, actually. The ability to cause other people to fall, and then you get left to live a good life, and then you don't fall. Nah, they got me. They got me real good over the last 5 years. They'll go to hell, every last one of them. No, it's been one long 30-year operation. I mean, it's just whether I could, maintain or not. Right. It's because I'm speaking out. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Bullshit. That's actually what their operation causes. Right. No, they're making people for you to focus on, like me, and then the real criminals are doing whatever they want. Of course, a lot of you know that. You're part of the game. Families are probably crime families. Your mother and father are probably whores sold out too. And I obviously needed to get out of it. Again, now it doesn't matter. Now my brother could have got me out of there in a second. If I were him, again, that's why I don't have money and he has money. But right, again, the representation is the reverse. And if you don't have money, it's because you're not supposed to have money because you're evil or something. Right, but it's the reverse. Where the hell is my mom? I can't believe they were able to do this. I had two mops. One I knew was, kind of broken, but I'm still working. But it's not working. Can't find the other one. Yeah, I'm getting sick, and tomorrow I got the VA appointment, so I saw they're suspect. Right. 100%. No matter what, I'm going to the VA tomorrow. 100%. Now, I'm sure they may be sick this time somehow, even if it's just a whammy, but they're probably using something physical. But then you wipe it on the door handles. You wipe it on light switches. Right. It's sprinkling on my bed. Right. Could be bacteria. Who knows? You have to stop. There's nothing to stop all of you. I'm just getting started, and I don't act out physically. And that should have been discovered the first few years. Right. 100%. Right. But their people act out gay and should receive the curses and the punishments they have for everyone else. Again, I tried to get with the church and wouldn't let me wire in. They saw that I was starting to go out. No, you wouldn't let him wire in. So you got to go back to angel of vengeance. That's all. Again, that's not a physical thing. That's metaphysical. Why am I so afraid? Because you're in here invoking that it's violence, and it's not violence, or physical violence. Well, if you're spiritually violent, no, I'm not spiritually violent. This is a reaction to what you're all doing, but you don't have the power to move metaphysically like I do. So you shouldn't have done what you did, right? Yeah, I'm thinking, I wonder if I want to throw that away. Yeah, one of my things with my 3 scale thing, the wind blew it over and it broke. I guess I could glue it back together, but probably not worth it. Yeah. Well, I don't care. Like I told you, this is baubles. You know, like the arcs and all that. But it gives you all something to focus on. You're going to curse me anyway, but if I build an arc, you'll curse the arc. And that takes additional power away from the other stuff. You had no reason to do this to me. What does that mean? Oh, that means you didn't do it? Oh, there's no reason in this world. Now I'm going to throw this little away. Get rid of it. God can punish all of you. Because well, he still has it. He might put it back together. Well, I'm hoping I get well again. We'll see. Let you know if I do. Don't call me. I'll call you. Nah, it's been the same people all the time. They work for whoever. They work for Satan self. I mean, come on. Who else? They have no scruples, no discernment. They work for Satan. Don't work for anyone else too. Right. Oh, you were testing me and I failed. Oh no! Just for the thought of that, you go to hell. Make sure. Not here to play that game, all of you. I'm tortured, but not crazy. If I had money, I'd have been out of here in a day. Right. That's why they take your money. You can't, They go, well, you're a pedophile trying to have sex with our kids. You're a rapist trying to have sex with our women. I mean, it's bullshit. Been bullshit since day one. But they've been trying to steadily torture me into it. You have to stop. You're pigs. Disgusting filth. You're willing people to commit sex crimes. And you're using the power of your money and your position to do it. You're disgusting, all of you. Right. So there's operators behind all the systems. So there's face people, then there's operators. Right. Well, they'll go to hell. Everybody's part of it is going to hell because it's reasonably foreseeable that it's all what I say it is. It's just too strange that all of a sudden I get sick. That's real strange. Right. Right. I got to order a mop and bucket or go get one. Or mop at least. I can't believe it. Yeah, I had to switch phones. It's pretty funny. I'm still online. My other phone ran out of juice. Stay the hell out of my apartment. Rome will burn, as it deserves to, by its own hands. The curse is going to be so thick, you're not going to be able to move left or right without stepping on yourselves. No, Trump is almost powerless. He got the office power, but that's it. He burned all his power. That's the only way to survive. I mean, I was waiting for the administration to get busy and make things safe for people, but they burned their power on bullshit. No, there's no power. I mean, look at the shit he's saying. He's got no power left. It's lunacy. It's absolute lunacy. Alcatraz. We're going to bring it back. Because of the judges. The judges that let people go, and we're the ones that actually prosecute people and put them in jail all the time. We're back. Right. Reality is the judges have put more people in jail than any of you. Right. I mean, we're actually mostly speaking about federal judges. And those sentences are huge, aren't they? Aren't they? Right. I got to turn my hearing aid down. I think I'm speaking too loud. Let me turn it up. Trying to put that at me. will go into all your people and your family. Your daughter will go, oh, God. You want that? You want to spread mental illness? Then your kids will have it. Oh, now you're mad at me. Now you're going to get me. No, there's nobody here in this freaking state that's going to do a darn thing right. Bunch of devils playing their games out. Oh, the president lost his power. I mean, don't you understand the signs? He's a blithering idiot. He has no power to not be. Really sorry, Larry. I'm really sorry. Hey, is this my neighbor? Let me see if he wants trash bags. Let me see if he wants these. Long story, but I can't use these. There's nothing wrong with them. You want trash bags. All right, that sounds good, right? Yeah, I was thinking of him last night. I'll give it. He's not on his car yet. I just want to give these to him. There he is. Hopefully he's on his phone. Oh, it's not him. Oh, it's my other neighbor. It's one neighbor. I already asked them. No, they never stop. They tortured me the whole time while I've been sick the last 6 months. What do you think? They'd stop? Shouldn't have been in my life. Shouldn't have been in my life. Period. No, who knows? Who knows what they put in there? If they come in here, they're putting something in here. Most likely. Right. I can't believe I can't find that mop. Unless I don't think I threw the other mop away. See, now they're willing. We'll see if he can make them confused as to whether he threw his mop away or not. Again, they're devils. God says God's going to move confusion on the earth. Because they just moved confusion at me. Yeah, I'm sure it's here somewhere, but I got no idea. And I got a mop. See what they do? That's their curses, and that's from coming in here. No, as soon as they started breaking in, I couldn't keep the place clean. Well, no, maybe it's just you're crazy, and we're not really bringing in. No. They're coming against my church membership. They're blocking me from any up from the church. Again, that's how people purify and get into the church and things. We're going to get no inference that I'm sinning or not sinning, okay? All right, don't let them put that shit in your head. And he probably hit me pretty hard because I gave donuts to the people that work here. Right. Their goal was to stop me from doing that by making me paranoid that they would think I'm trying to pay them off or something. Right. Now, it's been an ongoing operation for several years. And this is what they spend tax dollars on, man. But while cooks are out there greasing their palms. Agreed, Larry. No, you shouldn't have been in my life. I'd have been healthy. Right. Right. No, they're obsessed that I'm healthy. They obsess over it. They're sick. They've been sick. They're all sick. Whoa. See what's nearby. Now I'm gonna have to start going to get stuff. I can't order my food anymore just in case they're putting something in it. I'm not paranoid. I mean, these are spy level people. All right. Thank you, Larry. Well, you picked the fight with the wrong people, man. That's what they say, Dad. You picked the fight with the wrong people, man. Nah, it doesn't work like that. They torture you until you say something, right? And then they say you started, right? Self-control? What are you talking about, all of you? You have self-control over you? Breaking into people's apartments and torturing disabled people, and you all have self-control? All right, I gotta get somewhere to figure out where I'm gonna get this. Now they're definitely trying to knock me out of my VA appointment. They may have used something physical for it, some substance. Thanks, Larry. No, I slept great for 2 nights. Thanks, Larry. No, I'm not worried about it. I'm actually hoping that they'll give me a nice hearing aid. Thank you, Larry. No, she needs to go to hell, and all of them need to go to hell. They're all multimillionaires, man. Everybody did this to me. Pieces of shit. As the day is long. But they're in position to look like they're saving your lives. Right. That's the part of the scam. Yeah, Grace Church in Arkansas. I brought it up before. That was a CIA church. They had people that would go overseas from there and do CIA work under the cover of Christian work. Oh, they used it against me as a spy. But again, there was no reason to do it. It was outside where they were supposed to do it. I should never know. I should never have known that there were CIA people in Grace Fellowship Church. I guess it was called in Cockeysville. I should have never known that. Right. Yeah. Correct. They should never show themselves. They should have been, again, they're the ones that should be executed. Right. Thank you, Larry. Well, keep your people away from me and I won't say anything. How about that? There's no deals. There's no deals now. Never been deals, never will be deals. You all didn't want a deal years ago when I left the government and told me that you're just going to let me go on and that's it. You're not going to deal now, all of you. Unless you bring my life back on. And I mean bring it on in a big way. 100%. Well, I'm not sure if I have like a whole bunch of, see what they do? And see, they were in there and they saw it. They cursed it. Thank you, Larry. I have a ton of mops, like mop heads, for the other mop. See? And they were in here and they saw it and they cursed it. So now I can't find the mop that fits those mop heads. And they don't make it anymore. I think the new one's a different size mop head. I'm trying to do it today. I'm not trying to wait, Right. That's them. Wait. You'll be able to get you find it. wait. Yeah. Devil speech. Sorry, Larry. They wouldn't let me wire in the church. They started operating in the church. The hell with them. The hell with their people. Help with their organizations. The hell with all that they are. And anything they can be. We'll just throw it all away. They could let me off the hook any day. I wasn't doing anything. I was just trying to live my life. But they, were paid to do it, and they did it. And now they're millionaires, and they have these houses in Naples, and now they're big people, and they won. They won. And a free trip to hell is what they won. You're not really sorry. Nobody's really sorry on this planet. That's why you're all going to hell, man. Now the people that are asleep, they'll be free. You want to play a game and cause people to sleep their life? Oh, are you saying that we're not awoke? Are you saying that we're not awoke? He's talking about awoke. No, I'm not talking about awoke. Right. I'm talking about awakened. Well, you're awakened. What does that mean? You're going to hell for your sin? No, because there's much more that came against me. Again, it's an equation, and God will judge that. God has judged that, but there's no way in my life that I will ever be judged for my sin. Yeah, it's in the Bible. 100%. See, you got to put it in there to teach y'all a lesson. That you're not going to curse somebody and physically operate somebody into the sin world and then say that they're going to hell. Because it's all of you that will go to hell. And will. And are. A bunch of them are in hell. No. So I can't find that. That's horrible. I have no idea. They could have stole it. That's the kind of stuff they do. They probably stole it. They could have stolen it. That's the kind of stuff. They think they're funny. Because they want me to notice that they were in here. Right. Let me see if there's a mop and bucket I can get anytime soon. 2 p.m. What else? Yeah, 2 p.m. sounds good. I see. Yeah, they're already in it. See what this is. I'm really sorry, Larry. No, they know what to do. Playing their games out. We don't think any of it's real. Nobody has to stop. That's a brainwash, all of you. You're trying to brainwash people into believing they're doing something wrong. You all need to go to hell and go to hell fast. Go on. Yeah, I can't find it. There's a couple in here, but not too many. That's 2 to 6 too. I'm sure there's a Ross list. No, I'm getting the vibe. I might actually have to. Order it from Instacart because Instacart did something for me, so I might owe them. Oh my God, insane. I needed to get out of here. When I told my brother I needed to get out of here, I knew it. Right. This place is making me sick. But again, it could be something they're doing. All right, let me go to. Yeah, I might have to. Because Instacart uh, did something for me. They refunded something. See, I know how the world works. There's no reason that I have nothing. Yeah. Somebody's saying the CIA is a scumbag. Correct. I have no idea. I did something on Instagram. Yeah, looks like they're hacking my Instacart. No, I think it's fine. That's it. You have to get away from me. Very good. Hey, that's how they do it. Yeah, you get away from me. That's for sure. Yeah, they probably protect me. There we go. So, yeah, see, they're in the middle of this. This is what their curses do. Can't get my apartment. I don't know, they may have stolen one. I mean, it could be here. They could have stolen. I sit around each other in a little closed cell areas, and oh, this guy this guy that, fuck yeah, man. I mean, they do that their whole life. They're disgusting, piggish people. And they're like pissed off because I'm not like drowning in debt yet. Right. Yeah, I mean, I suspect they put stuff around everybody's place that they hit. Their mood changes and all sorts of things. Sexuality changes. They're disgusting things. Yeah, I was hoping to find a nice knock bucket system, but I don't think I got anything. No, you all go to hell. I don't give a shit. I tell you, I repent of what I did. I changed. I won't do it. I'll go to church. And that's it. And you said no. That's fine. You said no. We'll pick up where I left off. Trying to play their game. Trying to play their game again. Oh, you won because I freaked out. Well, F you, F your family, F your organizations because you're nothing but a bunch of devil criminals covering over for narcotics distributors, sex traffickers, and so far and so forth. And don't tell me I shouldn't say that because I didn't say that for a while. Right? Right? Sure. Oh, I set you up. Oh, yeah, I set you up. Oh, right, right. That's who those PIs work for. They work for narcotics distributors, man. Sex traffickers. They're all in. They're all in. They'll be all out in hell. Whoa. Playing that game now. Will make no sense to the other mobsters. See, that's what they do. They take something, right? And then they laugh when you figure out that they've been in there and they stole it. They're worse than common criminals because they're psychological operators and affiliated with narcotics distribution, sex trafficking, and every other criminal enterprise that rips off the world and says it's helping everyone. Larry, you have to stop. Do you repent of what you've done, all of you? No answer. I just found it. Thank you, Larry. Well, if I didn't curse him off, I never would have found it. Thank you, Larry. Now they're supposed to.
But what I'm going to do is probably order a new mop. Right. Kind of sad because I had 2 buckets for these mops, 2 mops, identical. I got a great deal on them. Right. Now you need to. There was no reason any of you were in my life. There was neurological issues, and that was apparent from 2010 on. Right. You should have known before that, but definitely knew it at 2010. Right. Well, the procedures and methods you're using is off limits to people with disabilities. Now, maybe you find that your community doesn't want to do that, but that doesn't make it right. Right. Y'all go to hell for it. Let me see here. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's what I should do. No, I can do the. I'm gonna use my. What's my here? No, I was like thinking, if something comes up in my head and says, "Well, why don't you use your much of a jigger?" Now they watched my disability get worse as they did things, and of course that's what they continued on doing. Now they'll go to hell. I could have got somewhere 4 or 5 years ago to my brother's place, and then doctors would have looked me over and filling out. I wouldn't be suffering right now, that's for sure. They were all in even for surgery back then. Yeah, further messed up my life. Them. And if you have like a hose and you put your shower head up in the mount and it has a hose and it falls, and how irritating that is. Well, it's irritating because it's loaded. They're in it. Like they have something like that happen to them in life, then they will let that happen to you over and over again. They're devils, man. They ain't never done a good thing in their life for reality. I mean, what happens is they answer 911 calls and stuff like that because it's a scam, right? Satan pays them only for devil work. That's the real money, quote unquote, engaging in devil work. Oh, the church is I shouldn't go to church. Oh, I see, the church is doing this to me. And going to church does this to me. So that's why you stopped me from church, because it wasn't mentally well for me. Oh, thank you for stopping me from church all those days and all those years and all those decades. Thank you so much. It wouldn't have been well for me. Look, I'm tortured, but I'm not crazy. And for what you just inferred and pushed out to the world, you all will go to hell again and again and again. Not here to play your game. We're just helping you more. That's what we're doing, right? Like you're helping everybody catch the drug dealers. We're just helping you more. See, that's what it's about. For some. They're criminals, man. They're all criminals. But they come highly recommended. They're law enforcement PIs, and they saved all these children. That's the scam. The biggest scam that ever existed, which makes you wonder whether any of that would exist. Sans that. I'm trying to remember how this thing is structured. Right. Let's see if I can get this one. Right, there's nothing in place.
Let me turn down my hearing aid first. It's probably going to kill me when I turn it on. Why don't I shut off the thing? Oh, because you're willing me to get offline. Right. That's why I don't get offline. Got to show you that you ain't got no power. Poof. So somebody goes to church and you all gonna play this game, and then when you psychologically operate, then you say, "Oh, that's why we didn't let him in church, because you see how it affects him." So the same old shit. All of you, that is. Whoa! What do you do all day? When I go to church and I stop speaking, that's what they're doing all day. Putting shit on me all day. Put shit on me for the last 35 years or even 50 years. I don't care how many years you were in it. You shit on you, shit on you, shit on you. Whoa! Like I told you the other day, one of God's names is Wah. I don't know where in history it was, but his name is Wah. Maybe even in Judaism. But not everybody uses Wah, is with God. Well, it was way up. No wonder that was happening. Did they do that? Yeah, it was probably. It could have been hurt my ears. Right, they turned it way up. May have happened. How do I get this thing to the back? Oh, there. Oh, that's quick, man. Deep. Something came up in my head and said, "Why don't you use your automatic cleaner, your deep clean vac thing?" Right. So we're using that. Yeah, my definitely my hearing was up too loud. Yeah. All the way up to the max. They may have done that. I suspected them in hacking one of the other pairs. knows? Who knows what they put in here? Who knows what they put in the food? I mean, it's spy level, so that, enough of the bullshit where they don't do that kind of thing. Right. Mm, mm. They shouldn't have been allowed in my life. Period. Nah, they had it turned up all the way. Probably screwing up my ears at this point. I'm having a breakdown. No, I'm not. You did what I said you did, and you're doing what I say you're doing, and you're going to pay for it. Metaphysically, I'll keep moving. Oh, you said you keep moving. Go, so they'll pay us money. They'll pay us money if he leaves. We're going to break his lease, and then he gets another $5,000 debt. Come on, do it. They paid us when he got sick because he took a loan, and he owes more money now. This is what they do, man, over and over again. They think it's funny when they go into an apartment and it's dirty, a house and it's dirty. They think it's funny when somebody can't get to their storage unit and all their stuff gets taken. They think it's funny. That's who they are. Satan incarnates. Well, but who are they? They're the worst of the worst. They're the worst of the worst. Every last one of them willing me not to clean my apartment. Every last one of them. When they should be out there actually doing what they say that they do when they don't do it. Right. Supposed to be out there protecting people. They're out there destroying the world. Well, it sounds like you're destroying the world. Got you there, Mar. It sounds like you're destroying the world, Mar. Got you there. I made you do it. That's where they are, man. Been like that their whole life. And I'll say it again. Elon Musk didn't earn an honest penny in his life. They gave it to him. Right. Could be South African spies. Who knows? Yeah. And then the other spies, pick up on it and pay them also. Right. I agree, Larry. I mean, to show you, as soon as he goes against his system pulls the rug out from underneath him, and he's got money. Right. I mean, he's got the year of the president. He's going to have money, but. Right. Well, it's just the craziest thing on earth. He comes against a system that made him all that money. And calls it dirty. And then goes into all those files. What's he do? Right. Well, keep my life steady, keep these people away, and then maybe I'll let you all up. Just maybe. No, I'm not going against the administration, that's for sure. I'm not here to accept the bullshit that's going on. Right. It's God, idiots. Don't let them tell you it's me, or you'll go to hell for thinking that thought. Thanks, sir. What do you think you're doing? You're stealing money from poor people. We know that. Okay, look, I'm not here to play games. I know you're setting up some money deals. You can't. Again, this is part of the instruction to help you stay out of where you're going. No, the president's powerless. I mean, look, Elon Musk had to step aside. All this stuff has to happen now. I mean, right. Well, stop fighting like you're in the election and you have all that power that you have. Right. And I mean fighting like being adversarial. Make sure. Because you don't have that power now. We have no clue how many people did. Well, that's not excuse to do it to me. You know I've talked about it. Again, don't think I'm letting you off because you're talking to me. Okay? You're not going to get let up. I've got to have my phone on me. You're not going to get let up. You're just not going to get let up. You damaged me, and you're going to pay for it. I went to church, and I said, that's it. We'll be peaceful. That's it. You got in the middle of the church. You're not going to let anything happen there? Good. Then nothing's going to happen. Okay? Gone. I'm the other guy again. Hi, George. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. I'm honest. Stay peaceful. Don't act out physically. Praise God.